from the top. What's up, guys? Venom here again. Yeah, I know. I'm not great about content. I'm sorry. I have other things I'm working on. So, this is my attempt at an intro, just so you guys know. Terrible, but I know. I apologize for the video quality in advance. I'm using this webcam that I use for streaming, and it's not the greatest. I'm working on getting a newer one. I just don't have the funds for it just yet. So I apologize. It's going to look like crap. But 2022. It's a crazy year. It's a new year. What that means... Oh, yeah, merch. Merch coming soon. This isn't the exact shirt. I got this for Christmas from my parents. But, 2022. Let's talk about it real quick. Hopefully this video won't be too long. Just kind of diving into the vision of what Venom Paintball will look like this coming year. Happy New Year, of course. It's 2022. It's a new year. It's 2020 version 2. Crazy. Also, that's Minnie the mannequin in the background. That's a project. It's a first order armor kit that I'm working on, so ignore that. And ignore my messy room. It's a business room and my own room, so it's kind of what it is. So, my apologies for the content, again. I've had like 2 reboot videos that I've done, and I haven't kept up with them, and I'm really sorry, guys. With the return to this business, I really wanted to do more content, but restarting this business has taken a lot of time, and then there's also been school on top of that. For those that don't know, I am in school, also on top of running this business, and it's quite hard to balance sometimes with everything. If I had more time I could dedicate to videos, it would be a lot easier, but it's not super easy. I've gone through like 2 or 3 editors now. None of them have been as reliable as I need them to be, and so I apologize for that. I've wanted to get more videos out there, and I've recorded some, and some of them have been sloppy, and they don't fit the right vibe. And I'm working on that. We're working on a podcast that should be testing next week. We'll be testing a pilot episode, and we'll see how that goes. The plan is to currently, whenever we get the podcast up and running, to post them here on YouTube, and then hopefully eventually on Spotify and anywhere else that does podcasts. I don't know how well this podcast will do, but it's been planned for months now, and it's a matter of executing it and getting it done. What else do we have going on for 2022? I'm working on management. I don't really have a whole bunch of plans for this year. Other than just kind of going with the flow, seeing where this business goes, because it's still technically in what I call startup, which is essentially the first 6 months of the business, kind of getting things allocated, figuring out management, and just how that's going to look, because previously I had the website, but it wasn't to the extent of what it is now, and it was a lot smaller. It was more decaled products before the big decaled market crash back in 2020 during COVID. And so it was much different than what it was now. And yeah, I'm very much based off of decaled figures. And that's kind of where I've come from, for those who don't know. If you just check around the channel, you'd see a whole bunch of decal tutorials, which I'm hoping to work on more. I have more than enough supplies to work on more. It's just a matter of making the time to film those videos, figuring out if I need a second hand to film them, because previously I do them just me, and they don't turn out the greatest. You guys can probably tell because the video quality and the editing is just definitely subpar, and it's not where I want to be. So we're going to be working on redoing those, monetizing the channel. I know I've talked about that a lot over the last couple of videos I've done on the channel. Let's see, what other things going on? So like I said, we don't really have a plan per se for 2022 just yet. We're still technically in the startup stages, I call it, 6 months, like I said. I'm trying to figure out what does this business look like for the first 6 months, and then kind of building off that and going off what we have. The current plan as of right now on January the 5th, we are working on several different divisions of Venom Paintball.store, which includes a commissions tab for decaled figures, so for those that want decaled figures made to get those. The current turnaround time is 4 to 7 weeks, I think, because I'm decaling them all myself right now, and I've been working on trying to get a team together to do those, just so there's less time constraints on me, and I can focus on other things. So I'm trying to get a manager for that position. I have somebody lined up for that right now, but I'll probably put like a notice out there if I ever need more positions. We're working on our 2D design department. I'm working with Coffee Mug Designs, for those that don't know, brilliant 2D artist. There's been some what's the word I'm looking for here? Scrutiny? Not scrutiny. I'm trying to do this in one shot, so I'm trying not to cut this video. But criticism, I guess, would be over Coffee Mug's previous templates and associations with Jonak. As far as I know from the developments I've looked at and then the files and stuff I've seen firsthand of CMD designing, currently I'm pretty sure these are no longer Jonak's template if they ever were. If they were close design. For those that don't know, CMD worked with Jonak for a while, and there was criticism over their templates being very, very similar. CMD has recently updated his template, to my knowledge, to make it a bit more different than Jonak's, and as of recording this, Jonak has disappeared for at least the last 6 months or so. He recently started shipping orders, to my knowledge, after talking to some people, but I don't know if he'll be returning in the same aspect that he was before. So let's see. Working on 2D department, our commissions department, we have a wide 3D department that I'm currently managing alongside of several in-house designers that we have. We got One Brick, Tag Minifigs, who we've partnered with to sell armor kits. You guys can check them out on the site right now. It's like 30 plus armor kits, I think, at this point that we're working on producing. I think we have 6 or 7 right now that are being released on the 7th, so that's 2 days from now. For those that are curious, check out that release. It's going to be huge, just one of the biggest releases we've ever done. So many armor kits, so many different helmets. We got printed cases coming that will be dropping. We got some exclusives from CMD that are dropping. I think they're /50. They're 180 designs, so they're a little different than my typical 360 background, but you guys can check them out there. What else do we have? So I believe those are all of the departments we're working on, and I'm also working on furthering our LEGO catalog. So blank bodies, we recently sold out of white bodies, so I've recently placed a restock order for those, and then furthering that department, hopefully doing different colored arms for like decals, so to be more Lego-like, because I know the original 501st battle pack with the ATRT and the Yoda one, the original animated Phase 2 design, featured blue arms, I believe. So I'm going to try to incorporate getting different types of arms and different colors in, and trying to like figure that out along with other just regular Lego products. It shall be a slow development because I'm not used to selling official Lego products. It's a bit different for me because I'm usually used to fully custom stuff. So that kind of covers that. What else do we have? Currently working on expanding our resin printing in-house. We only run off one machine right now, which limits our production in-house, which is, for how many products we push, it's a lot of strain within one printer, and it's constantly having to go under maintenance every day or so, which makes things take much longer than usual. So I'm looking, hopefully in the beginning of February, we'll be getting a bigger printer alongside this one, so we can kind of further our production process, along with enabling us to prototype a little easier. We're looking to prototype several new things coming up in the future. I'll review more details on Instagram as those are available. It's kind of just a plan that we're going to test out, and I don't really want to make any guarantees. That's why I don't leak a lot of things and projects that we're talking about, and with my team that I've assembled, because several of them don't always come to fruition, and so I don't like to disappoint you guys. Some of them are really cool and are really hopeful, but don't always turn out. There was a product launch with a specific partner that didn't make it for this January release due to some communication issues that we're hoping to get in for another release down the road. Let's see what else we got. So we're furthering all those departments down the road. I know that much. I don't know specifically in what aspects, other than just broadening, making our resources available just bigger, and our catalog a lot bigger than it is currently. Currently, I'm limited to, I think, 5 different storage units, much like the ones right here. These ones are for like a personal and some bulk storages right now. It's kind of where I keep some of the personal decals that I have for myself, and other spare parts that I keep just in case I ever run out and I need, specific helmets or something that's outside of website stock, because a lot of the original stock I had went into the website stock just to kind of get it up and running. And so if I ever run out of, website stock to borrow from for decaled figures, whatever, I have a few spares right here. Let's see what else we got. I think that's all we have right now. We're working to partner with plenty more companies in the near future. If you are a semi-large company or small business individual that wants to partner with us, please hit me up either in the comments or on Instagram. I'm better about messaging on Instagram than I am on YouTube. A lot of the comments get ignored, and I deeply apologize. Hopefully, whenever we get this YouTube channel back up and running, I don't have a timeline for that, but whenever we do, hopefully that will reconcile the YouTube comments that are kind of getting ignored. Again, if you guys ever want to actually contact me, you guys can contact me on Discord. If I remember, I'll put the link down in the description to join United, which is a Discord server for everybody in the LEGO community to come and join LEGO purists, customizers, businesses, all in one place. It's United, after all. So you guys can message me there on Discord, or you can message me on Instagram, which is also a great place to message me, and I'm great about responding to a lot of those messages. However, Instagram has been blocking newer followers from messaging me. Not 100% sure as to why. I'm kind of experimenting, and I sent an email, or maybe I need to send another email to Instagram directly just to see, hey, what's going on here, and what can we do to fix this, because it is quite a hindrance, because, I have to direct them to alt accounts that I have. So, speaking of alt accounts, those are also kind of side hustles that I'm running. So we've got the Decal Archive, which is all sorts of decal exclusives that I'm posting on there. So all the public AV exclusives ever released are going up there. It's been a slow journey of photographing my personal collection, and using those websites, or not the websites, the photos also for website stock, because there's a lot of exclusives on there that people don't know what they look like, and so I'm posting photos of what the finished version looks like, or if there's specific versions, I'll put one like, hey, here's a proof of concept, so you guys know, and so you guys can purchase with confidence as to what they'll look like, rather than be like, I don't know what this looks like. So that's a big thing that I'm working on. It's a slow thing. I'm kind of doing it as I need content for that account, and I'm posting one figure a day, and so there's hundreds of AV decals to go through, and so I'm just photographing them, collecting my collection, so different passes at a time, and just groups of them at a time. I'm not doing them all at once, just for sake of, keeping the content there. And then those that are familiar with the business know that during the decal crash in 2020, I kind of stepped away from the business and from LEGO entirely for about 6 to 8 months, and I focused on something completely different. Those that know me fairly closely know my passion is Star Wars, and of course this is also very much involved with Star Wars. But I've worked on focusing on these other projects. Let me grab an example. So the First Order Stormtrooper armor I spoke about that's on Manny the Mannequin. I'm working on for a personal project. So this is a First Order Stormtrooper helmet that I painted myself. The cast is from 850 on 850 Armor Works. They're out of Florida. They're a small owned company that does, replicas, whatever. I think this is like a 3D printed master, and then they molded it, and then I just painted this one up. So this is one of my side passions that I hope to expand to some degree in 2022. I don't know what exactly, as it does detract a lot of attention from me from this main business, Venom Paintball Store. Hopefully I can start as a side hustle and get other people involved in it, so I'm not running it head on. If not, it might be started. We might run it in 2023. We'll see. I do currently offer 3D print commissions. I do 3D print stuff on the side, just to kind of provide some extra revenue. A great example would be this helmet, which was 3D printed and, of course, painted and smoothed by me. This one's not a perfect print or finish, definitely. This is one of my earlier prints, but it's one of the few examples I have left. All of my extra prints and stuff usually get sold just as a means of almost like an emergency fund in case I need to pay for something that comes out of the blue. So if you guys are interested in print commissions, I do have a list open. Turnaround times are not guaranteed just because of the nature of 3D printing. There's a lot of things that go into that. Constant troubleshooting, as you guys probably know with resin printing. I spend every day or so troubleshooting that, trying to figure out what the frick's going on, constantly replacing parts, whatever. And so this at a larger scale brings in a lot more problems, and so there's constantly issues, and a lot of projects for commissions I usually break even or overspend on, just due to the nature of the projects. Like I am working on finishing this football scaled tech helmet. This is a 70% scale of the actual thing, so it's a third downscaled, and it still has the same functions. It just has turned out to be much more expensive to produce than I thought it would be. So I think I underquoted the client, but hopefully I can find a way for it to work this year, probably during the summer, to kind of relaunch it and find other people to kind of help me out with it. Because I've done mold making and all sorts of stuff that kind of, goes into both worlds. And so I think that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully merch will be coming out in February or maybe later this month. We'll see. There's a lot of moving parts with this. And so we'll see where that goes. A lot of things have changed. A lot of plans have changed since the development of this business. And I greatly thank each and every one of you guys for sticking around. And I'm so sorry for the content on here, of course. I will hopefully do better about it. If you guys ever want to reach out to me, check out venom.777. That's 4 7s on Instagram. Purge databanks for my cosplay, and the Decal Archive for the exclusive content. And it's also kind of like the Venom Paintball's alt account. So if you can't reach out to me on Venom, reach out to me on Decal Archive, and I will most gladly respond to each and every one of you guys. Yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. It really means a lot that you guys have supported the company and me throughout the latter half of 2021 and looking into 2022. There is a bright future ahead, and I'm looking forward to spending it with you guys. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me in 2021. Let's hear it for 2022. This is Venom out.